Hi there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DutchRC channel for a full review of this. An FPV monitor by Aomway. It is the HD518. I got this one from GearBest and I'll have a link in the description. And there is also a price reduction coupon. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll have it on screen and in the description down below, together with a link to the monitor itself. Now, I've had this monitor for a few weeks, 3 weeks I think, and I've been thoroughly testing it, and you might have actually seen it in a few of my videos, and you've probably, if you follow my channel, seen some DVR recordings from this monitor as well. And I have to tell you that I am very happy with its performance. It acts well as a base station, so to say. I'll show you the features and connections it has in a minute. And the DVR recordings it does are of very good quality as well. That last thing is the most important to me, really. But let's see. You've got obviously a monitor over here, a monitor panel, and it is a 7-inch monitor. You might have seen my review of the 10-inch Aomway monitor, the white one. And yeah, 10-inch, it is a little cumbersome to take with you in a backpack. This is far more backpackable, a 7-inch monitor. Apart from that, it seems like the same quality as the 10-inch one. It is not completely the same monitor, apart from its size of course. But yeah, I'm just as happy with this one as with the 10-inch one, at least in performance wise. Okay, let's go over all its connectors and buttons and their functions. It is a diversity monitor. It comes with 2 antennae. I'll show you the antenna in a minute together with all the other accessories. So full diversity, 2 real receivers, not antenna diversity. And yeah, it switches seamless. I've never seen a hiccup in any recording I made with this monitor. So that's very good. 7-inch monitor, and you've got 6 buttons and 2 LEDs over here. Over here on the left you have a mode button with which you can switch between the input modes, so the normal antenna or an AV in or the DVR. Yes, the DVR is also seen as an input method. You can play back your recordings with that, not unimportantly of course. If you have lost your model, you can play back your recording and see where you've crashed or landed. I'll show that to you in a minute. And the next button is a menu button with which you can change the contrast, brightness, the volume of the speaker. Yes, it has a built-in speaker. And then you have a frequency plus and minus, and for the channels over here, the 2 buttons in the middle, a search button which has 2 features or 2 functions. One is to show you what your current band, frequency and channel are. It will show you your battery status. Yes, the monitor has a built-in battery, very nice. And it can obviously search. Yes, the monitor does auto searching. And it has a power button over here. Okay, let's have a look at the right side of the monitor. Okay, it is a bit hard to see on this black monitor, but there is a power in, 12 volt in at the bottom. There is an AV out and an AV in. So yes, you could use this as a base station for your goggle. If your goggle doesn't have a receiver, or if you feel this receiver or this monitor has a better receiver, which is possible of course. And it has an AV in, so you can potentially use a different receiver. For instance, if you want another frequency, longer range, whatever you want. It does not have an HDMI in. That is a bit of a shame, not for me really, but I can imagine some people would have liked an HDMI in. Okay, at the back of the monitor there is not a whole lot to see here. You've got some vent holes at the top and the bottom over here, and a speaker. Here's a speaker. And on this model the built-in battery is not removable. On the 10-inch model you could remove the built-in battery. In this 7-inch model you can't. It does have this mounting rail. If you have a mounting wall, so to speak, this can be used to mount your monitor. Generally you'd mount this on a tripod though, and it does have a tripod screw hole at the bottom of the monitor. Okay, moving to the right. We have 3 elements over here. An SD card slot. Takes up to 64 gigabytes of cards, and the DVR recordings generally are pretty small, so 64 gigabytes is very good. Far more than you'd generally need. There is a very little hole over here which houses an LED which will blink if you are recording, so that's a visual indicator of the recording being made. And there is this turn wheel. It doesn't spin 360 degrees, you just flip it up or down and you can press it in. That is used to start and stop your recordings and to enter into the DVR playback functions. And in the DVR playback functions you can use that up and down tilt of this wheel to select your video. Those are the controls. Now let's have a look what comes with this monitor. Okay, the monitor comes with 3 cables. One AV in cable, one AV out cable, and a power cable, which doesn't have a plug, as you can see, so you have to solder on your own the plug of your choice. This is actually, well, funny. On the 10-inch model I was very happy to have this cable, or the alternate power source, because the power consumption of a 10-inch monitor is quite substantial. On this 7-inch version though, I have found the internal LiPo to be sufficient. You can run at least an afternoon on the internal battery. Yeah, just because the 7-inch monitor panel consumes less power. Yet again, you can use this cable to power it or charge it in the field. That's handy. And again, AV in and AV out, very nice. It makes it a base station in a very small form. 2 antennas with this monitor, one rubber ducky, an omnidirectional antenna, and one directional antenna, a patch antenna. It is said to be 14 dBi. I don't really believe that, but well, it does work pretty well. In most of my tests I've used a different antenna, a better one, but it's not a bad antenna. And by the way, this the side with the ANT007B is the front, so this side should be pointing to your model. Okay, then there is a manual, and the monitor actually comes with this cheat sheet with the frequency table. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that as a separate piece, but maybe you can just stick it on to the back of your monitor to always have your frequency table handy. And then the manual itself is in Chinglish, so to speak. It is not very good. I'm not sure what to say, but yeah, you're on your own. The monitor isn't complicated to operate, and maybe this video will help you. In a minute I'll show you how to operate the DVR, which is the most complicated thing to operate. But yeah, the manual won't help you much. So yeah, Then there is this sun shield, foldable, and it's all cloth, which is a good thing because it's completely non-reflective. You've probably seen those foldable plastic covers or sun shields that some monitors come with. Those are a little bit reflective. This works better, however it's not perfect, and let's switch to the monitor again to show you how it is not perfect. See, to secure that sun visor, the monitor comes with a strip of velcro that you might be able to see over here, that you stick onto the perimeter of the monitor. It is not sticky, however. No, well, it's a little sticky, but not very much. So the first time you take your sun visor or sun shield off of the monitor, you just rip this velcro off of the monitor. That's not very nice. Yeah. However, the entire time you've been watching the monitor over here, there have been two very large studio lights shining into the monitor. Have you noticed any reflections? I don't think so. It is very non-reflective, this panel. So yeah, I have found that I didn't really need, or not at all actually, the sun shield. Maybe if you live in a very sunny country, you might occasionally want to use that sun shield, and it's there, but you'd have to either glue this velcro down permanently onto the monitor, which is possible, or just use better velcro. Better velcro meaning velcro with better stickiness. Okay, yeah. Not a very big deal, but it's yeah, a bit stupid really. Okay, so much for what comes with the monitor. Let's power up a video source and see what the monitor looks like when it's on. Okay, we've got a video source on. Let's switch the monitor on. Long press. There we go. And yeah, static. And let's do a search. Double press on the search button, so you can't accidentally search while you're in an FPV session, for instance. There we go. Oh, you can actually see me. Let's dim the lights a little. Let's see, yeah, all the figures at the bottom of the screen are all introduced by the OSD of my quadcopter. That's not done by the monitor. And let's start a recording by pressing the navigation wheel at the left side of the monitor. Now, one thing you might notice is that you can't see that the monitor has started its recording. You can, but not in this mode. I'll get to that later on. For the video playback session, actually, I'll do some. I'll introduce some more movement into the video. Okay, that should be enough. Let's stop this recording. Now, like I said before, you can see if the DVR is recording, but not in this mode. You have to switch into the DVR mode, which is a bit weird. There, DVR starting. And this is a bit weird. You still see the live FPV feed. I'm not sure why they went about and did this, but anyway, in this mode, if you press the record button, You can now, I hope that's visible to you, but you can now see this red dot blinking. The resolution is a bit less, by the way, in this mode. The screen isn't as clear, so I never use this mode. But if you wanna make sure always to have a recording, yeah, you can use this mode, and in this mode you will see that red dot. I always just look at the left side of the monitor to see if that LED is blinking. But anyway, this mode is also available to you, and in this mode you can do playback. And actually let's do that right now. Let's stop the recording. There, red dot has gone, and I'll actually shut down my quadcopter as well. We have static again. Now again, playback, not an unimportant feature on a DVR, and you get into the playback features by long pressing that navigation wheel, about 5 seconds worth. Oh, that actually felt like less than 5 seconds. Anyway, press it again, and it's retrieving the footage. And this is, I think, my last recording, but you can navigate through your recordings with that. Okay, I've moved past my recordings. Oh, this is a previous recording. And yeah, you can obviously play back recordings by then pressing that flywheel. Let's do that right now. There. It is now playing back at 1 times speed. If you flip the flywheel down, you speed it up, 2 times the speed, 4 times, 8 times. Okay, that's the maximum. And you can go backwards. I'm now playing backwards at 1 speed, 2 speed. So that's very handy if you have a long recording and you want to see what happened to your quadcopter at some point. You can alter the speed. Very, very handy. And what happens if I press it? Yeah, that pauses the video. And then you can again navigate through all your recordings. Very useful and easy to operate if you know how to operate it. The manual again isn't very clear on this, but again you enter the playback features by long pressing that navigation wheel, and the rest is mostly self-explanatory. Very easy to operate this DVR. So again, like I said, I'm very happy with this monitor. It's a handy size. The screen is very clear. That's hard to relay in this video, of course, but yeah, just take my word for it. Even in sunny weather over here, it is easy to see what's going on this monitor. The DVR it doesn't have a lot of JPEG artifacts, very important to me. I've had several people mention that my DVR recordings were very good lately, so yeah. Especially for a YouTuber like me, very important. The range, yeah, highly depends on where you fly, of course, and what antenna you use. I use a Immersion RC mushroom antenna and a bird's eye view directional antenna. And with that I get at least 1.5 kilometers of range, easily, without any interference. No better or worse than the 10-inch monitor version of this Aomway. So yeah, that's about it. Again, I'm happy with this monitor, easily backpackable, performs very well. The internal battery works out yeah, very satisfactory to me. And I'm not sure what else to mention. If you have questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye.